Good evening and welcome tonight to Division 4 after a delayed start to the stream due to some NHS issues and a delayed start to the race due to some issues with the Formula 1 servers. We are now underway on the formation lap around Brazil. The classic home to the Brazilian Grand Prix, one of the most famous tracks on the F1 calendar, one of the best tracks on the F1 calendar for racing, and one of the most popular ones for racing as well. Doran lines up in P2 after qualifying where Preb got pole. Billy G on the third row of the grid, just behind his teammate with Wakey in P4, Dom P5, with Readout in P6 following on. And it is interesting to see the tyre trace tonight as the Vicar starts P15, P15. Brass Monkeys is P14. And he is on the soft tyre this evening. It's an interesting one, that one. With Preb on the mediums, Doran on the hard, Billy G on the hard, and Wakey on the mediums too. Dom rounding off the top five on the hards too. Readout's going for the better start on those softs. Mad G going for the longevity on the hards as well, just behind Alex Haig in P8 on mediums, and it's a lot of split between a lot of these drivers as they all come round towards the starting grid now. It'll be interesting to see who does get away well. Will it be Preb keeping the lead into turn one? Will it be Doran up his inside trying to grab it as well? With how this track is, he starts on the inside for the race start into turn one. That'll be an interesting one to grab. With how the track bends into turn one, it kind of at a bank into turn one. The outside can get you a little bit of speed, however the inside is just so much more better to have. DRS disabled, quick lights on, all lights are on, and it's green in Brazil, and it's a good start from what it looks like to be Preb. There's a couple cars up around. Billy G getting the better start out of the two Aston Martins. Has carved the inside, just three wide into turn one. One of the passes off. That's Readouts in the grass. Smooth operator up a couple of positions too. There's a three wide battle there, four wide there, including Mad G. Migrating Host. Is a glitch again by the looks of it. The Vicar's being disconnected down in P14. The two Williams going for it as well on each other. The McLaren there, Silver Fox getting in to a bit of contact with Smooth Operator. It's all clear as the two Williams come side by side up through turn 7 there. And down a lot of these old dipping and rising corners. Billy G dropping down to P5 now on those hards. Doran keeping that P2, ahead of his teammate Dom on the back of him as well. Around the outside goes Wakey on Billy G into Junsao, and he gets that up into the final corner. Nice little move on the outside, getting it done on the Aston Martin. Coming through now into turn one. Alex Haig on the back, he's going to dive to the outside, he's going to have this move done. James Z Killer not far behind as well, he's looking to get the move done on Billy G. Up the inside goes Brax Monkey, he's going to go straight on in turn one through the centre. SSC stays there. Silver Fox on his outside, keeps it off the track though. May have to give that back. Night Creed in the Williams looking for P11 as well. Dom and Doran swap positions down into turn 4 as they all come through now. The softs all in one place, seemingly getting a worse start than expected. Here, Mad G down to P8. I'm just going to send Vicar a quick invite. Here. Let's see if we can get him back into the session. Of course, don't want to be missing out a driver tonight. This is the car off that looks to be Dylan. Believe that would have been Dylan Vince. It was Dylan Vince who's in the wall. Prep has left the session in P1 as well. He's disconnected. Dom on the back of him. He's going to take the lead soon. Just going to quickly send over an invite. Online services error. I'm pretty sure I may have been disconnected there. No, I'm still here. Friends, here we go. Where are you? SFR the Vicar. invitation sent. He'll be over. Dom still chasing down Preb. I'm not too sure I have him on PlayStation, so that is a shame for him, who loses the lead due to a disconnect. Doran chasing down, now in P2 again. And Wakey in the Red Bull chasing the Aston Martin along with that on those mediums. Very clean race so far for a lot of drivers. A little lock up for Doran there. Into Pico de Pato. Billy G getting past Preb as well, back into the top 5 where he was at the start of the race. Alex Haig looks to have gotten past him as well. Interesting to see what does indeed happen. It does indeed happen. Into turn 1, Doran doesn't get the move done. Mad G gets the move with the DRS on James Z Killer, but will have an opportunity to get him straight again. Down out of turn 3, he needs a good run out of those corners, otherwise he may not have a chance into turn 4. He's not going to get it through the Skidoo de Largo, and they move back to the front pack. A calm opening, a calm opening 5 laps for these drivers in front. Not as much going on compared to the rear. It's just a long train back there from Preb in P6, which will be Mad G in P6 come the DRS zone, which will be interesting to see if the AI does get the move back done. I guess we will see now. No, as far Mad G gets it done on the McLaren. Billy G setting fastest lap with a 1:11 there. Wakey, Alex Hagan, Dom picking up a penalty there straight away. Lap 5, sorry, 3-second time penalty. He is currently in the lead of the race. It won't be for very long, by the way it looks of it. With Doran going around the outside, it's going to be a long way for him. He doesn't get the move done. Slight contact between the two. Billy G moving up to P4 there. Wakey having a poor straight, moving down 2 positions. Maybe a slight mistake. He doesn't want to be doing that too often as well. On the inside of that corner. As you may see a move from Billy G there into the Pico de Pato. No, he doesn't get it done. Had the opportunity to go for it, didn't in the end. Doran still taking the opportunity to chase down his leader with the DRS as well. He may get him into turn 1. The thing is though, do you wait into turn 1 or do you go for it down into turn 4? It's more risky, more chance of losing out through the turn 1, 2, 3 section, but he's going to go for it into turn 1. He's going to get the move done well before the braking zone, and he gets that move done. A slight lock up though, and he's opened up himself to the Mercedes, who's going to get the DRS and take the lead back into P4. And he does get that move done into turn 4, and that was nicely done by Dom to let him go with that DRS, not fight it too hard, still be there on the outside so he can't come across fully and get the race in line. And smart driving by him. Wakey seemed to fall off the top 4 pack now, as those mediums may actually start to fall off straight away in this race. Interesting to see them go so early. As there we go, up the inside goes Billy G. He's going to go around the outside. We're going to ride on board with Wakey as he gets a really good view of it. It's contact made between the two. Seemingly all clean. No damage to any car so far. He's going to get the inside through this kink. The next 2 double kinks here. He's going to enter the pit lane by the looks of it, but no, he's able to go through. Gets the DRS and gets the move done. Alex Haig is now under pressure from Wakey, who also gets the move done into turn 1. He's alongside and seemingly ahead. Entering turn 3, and he gets that done. Maybe Billy G under pressure there as well. Smooth operator making contact, as we're going to get the track mark up as well. 3-second time penalty. Up the inside goes Wakey, getting the move done on the Aston Martin. He gets the switch back right back on him through turn 5, up the hill. They're gonna go, and he gets that move right back. Gets that position right back off of the Red Bull. Doran still just sitting behind Dom. Not as much to do in this race for him, just trying to get that position straight back. There's a lot of fighting down in the midfield pack. Looks like a couple cars off. That may have been the two Williams swapping positions as James the Killer lost the position as well, Silver Fox. And James just really fell off of Matt G. He was right behind him there. As we see, is the Vicar back in here? No, he's not. I did send an invite. I'll send another one back in now. We'll see what comes up. If it does, really hope it does, as there's another one sent. I'll just send a double over there. And that's all good, as I had a little bit of a visual glitch then. A bit dark on my screen now, completely sorted it out. Wakey under pressure from Alex Haig, who seemingly has dropped off of Billy G, who is picking up the pace now rapidly after a not so great start for him. He's now on the back of his teammate, right on the back of his teammate, I might add, as Doran makes a little bit of a mistake under pressure. We may see a swap between the two if they do decide it. And here we go into turn 1. It'll be Doran up the inside. He's not going to go for it. Playing the long game is the Aston Martin, looking for a 1-2 tonight. I believe Doran's looking for his first win in a while. Last win came in Imola, if I'm not mistaken, on that one. He will get this up now. It was last race. It was Wakey coming home with the win. Sorry, it was Speedy B coming home with the win. The American in the Sauber, not here tonight. However, Preb had a good chance of getting a win here. However, a disconnect early on when he was over 1.2 seconds ahead of this man here, SFR Doran. He disconnected from the server as Billy G is the one in P2 in the championship. SFR Vicar in P1 is looking likely to lose this championship lead in such a horrible way to disconnect. And Doran going to the outside. Actually, we're going to make a pause on the championship, and it's going to be Doran taking the lead of the race. Looking for his first win, of course, since Imola. I was correct on that one. Sorry, no, Mexico his first win was. His start of the season. Hasn't won since. Doran there getting re-overtaken by Dom, who's forced him to the outside. Doran could have been a bit more defensive. Contact made. Doran off the track. Possibly picking up a warning there. And that could be interesting come the end of the race. Billy G just sitting behind. Not trying to force anything from himself. Trying to force a move up the inside. That can be a way to DNF here. There's cars into the pits. Brass Monkeys and Smooth Operator. Lap 10 in this race. Just over quarter distance gone. Waking Alex Haig fighting now. Matt J couple seconds behind, looking to go longer and get the kind of an overcut on them in this race, as their tyres may start to fall a little bit off. However, they get a lot of speed with that DRS down this massive straight. Leading into turn 1, Doran going to look for it through turn 1 again. His teammates not far behind to pick up any scraps that may fall to him. There's an overtake there. Alex Haig overtaken by Wakey through turn 2 and 3. The long left. You just want to get going, get that DRS open. Here comes Doran. He's going to go for it around the outside again. May go for a switchback now, and he's going to get the move. Not done this time. It's a Wakey. Doran again with the good defense on the inside. As there's nearly contact between the two there, you may start to see a switchback attempt by Doran. that may be the better solution. Force Dom to go deep defensively and just switch back under and get the inside for the next corner, of course, as well, which is a nice little boost up the hill and can increase a lot of speed for you. Billy G, again, like I said, just waiting behind, picking up the pieces if they fall to him. It looks like Mad G's pulled in a bit on Alex Haig and Wakey through that middle sector. We'll see what does happen. And it'll be Billy, Doran going to the inside on Dom, who goes ultra defensive there. Billy G's on his outside now. The two Aston Martins may swap positions through the next couple corners. No, they're not for now. We'll see Doran push as hard as he can. DRS wide open on that Aston Martin. His teammates not far behind too, who's not actually going to deploy anything to try and get past. And we'll see if maybe they decide to swap, or Doran just sits back for a bit and saves a lot of energy. Of course, with this track it does provide a lot of areas to save energy, especially through these middle corners and into the heavy braking zones. Dylan Vince picking up a 3-second time penalty now. And speaking of 3-second time penalties, that is the important one of Dom in P1. He has picked up one about 7 laps ago it was. Through turn 2. Doran's going to go to the outside here by the looks of it. He may go to the inside. He's going to go to the inside this time. He's going to go for the move on Dom straight away. Does this so close through turn 1 there. Doran doesn't get the better exit out of the two of them. Dom seemingly goes a bit away on the Aston Martin. He's going to go to the outside, possibly fake it to the inside. No, he's going to go for it. He's going to go, hang on. He's going to just keep it on the track, and he's not going to get the move done again. And at what point do you go, yeah, I'll let my teammates have a bit of a crack at it now, and let him through and just swap positions, see if his teammate can get past Dom. They don't need to swap, of course, with the penalty Dom has picked up, but it's the dirty air. It's just the overall pace. You may come into Mad G's, which is, he looks to be really quick on those hards at the minute, although he does have a 3-second himself. This race is going to be about penalties, easy to pick up through turn 4, through turn 2, and you'll see exactly where on this lap. When we come through to it now, they take the inside again. He's going to go to the outside as Dom, and he's going to get the move done into turn 1 as Doran. Yes, he is, as he hangs it on. Billy G is spun through turn 1 as well. Dom is now on the back of Doran. Billy G's dropped off. James C. Killer has maybe dropped too. I'm not seeing the yellow flags on the track anymore. Dom's going to go to the inside. Doran does not defend it, and Doran just hangs on this time, and he gets the move. Fully completed this lap. SFR Doran takes the lead of the race. Lap 14 out of 36. We're reaching halfway soon. SFR Doran picking up a 3-second time penalty now, and this now is for proper position as Billy G, and you saw exactly where he cut. It was on the inside, just a bit much, and you can do that a lot through this track. You do it through turn 4 on the exit of turn 4, actually that's most likely spot, and through turn 2 you cut the inside curb on the corner, and you pick up a penalty for that one, being a kind of an S's section. Very easy to pick up penalties around this track. Dom takes the lead of the race right back from Doran now. Into turn 1 they go. Goes ultra defensive into turn 4 though, and he's going to get that defensive move complete there. Slight contact on the right rear between those two. Yeah, and that is confirmed. The Vicar is not going to be in the session. PS5 has been turned off. That's a bit of a shame to end like that for him. and we do hope he comes back next week even stronger and provides a bit of a nice little championship fight between these two in Japan. Well, between these two, Billy G and Doran. As there's been a pit stop for Wakey. I've only just noticed that on the mediums, Alex Haig, is now behind Billy G. Not too far back, actually. He may go for a move into turn one. If he does not pit, he's going to go for it. Another lap. He's going to get undercut massively by the Red Bull. However, it may actually provide a bit of help for him in the long term, as going back to it, Billy G and S. Fathervick I'm pretty sure, have not shared an on-track battle yet, even though they are 1 and 2 in the championship. And that's quite interesting to say in this game. You usually see a lot of on-track battles. That's far because AI's held on for a lot of laps, 15 laps on those softs. Fair play to the AI. Coming out full tyre saving mode. And back to this lead 1 and 2 battle. It looks like Billy G may be dragging along Alex Haig now, who does of course have the DRS, but Billy G has a lot more pace over these two behind. Going to be Doran into turn 1. He's going to go for it around the outside. He's going to get it well done before turn 1 this time. But the question is, does he go defensive through turn 4 and keep this move stick again? He didn't do it last time, hung it around the outside and got it done. Dom using a lot of his energy, using that slipstream, using that DRS. Doran goes to the outside, and gets the move given away again. Billy G dropping off big time to those in front now, down the straights. Of course, he's a lot more draggy compared to the cars with the DRS in front. Not much going on apart from these two in the lead. They're the two drivers in the battle at the minute. Not much going on elsewhere. Just a couple pit stops to note. Readouts into the pits again 5 laps after he exited the pits. Is that to stick a set of hards on? That would be to stick a set of hards on, and he will, I believe, he'll be getting lapped at the end of this lap. No, it won't be at the end of this lap. He's nowhere near getting lapped. My mistake on that one. He drops into P15 though on a bit of a comeback drive. Doran's going for it into turn 1 again. No, he's going to force him to try and go defensive. He's not going to. He's going to go ultra defensive again. However, into turn 4, we'll see it now. Dom through turn 4, right to the inside, sticks it there. Doran does not have the speed down the straight to go for it. At what point you go, yeah, I'm just going to stick it in none and try and go for it. Billy G gets overtaken by Alex Haig on the mediums, surprisingly. Having a lot of pace there now. That is a bit of a surprise there, Alex Haig having that pace. Billy G just doesn't want to dive up the inside though. That's the thing, he doesn't want to go for a bit of a risk and lose damage. Not lose damage, lose time and lose ground on Vickers. As we'll see, a couple of moves down the field as well. Dom and Doran still leading the way with both 3-second time penalties. Which one blinks first? Which one goes, yeah, I'll pit. I'm going to get the undercut, trigger the undercut. Doran doesn't go for it this lap. Dom doesn't either. As Doran may be going for it into turn 1 this lap. Alex Haig into the pits now. That releases Billy G back into that lead fight. Wakey will take the lead of the race, I'm pretty sure. 24-second gap to those there. 90% sure he will take the lead of the race. James Z Killer overtakes Alex Haig as well on track. He's 18 lap old mediums still going, yet to pit in the race. Same for Mad G, Billy G, and the entire top 5 are the only people yet to pit in this race. As looking at the positions up and down, Prev with a poor race due to a disconnect there. Vickers up 3 places with the AI due to him starting P15. Doran and Billy staying in the same positions. Dom with a great start at the line. got him up into the podium position straight away, and he maintains the lead for now. Doran has now got a bit of a gap to go for on Dom. Will he go for it into turn 1? Will he go for it into turn 2? We'll see. Into turn 1 it's going to be for Doran. No, he sits behind again, waiting, biding his time. 20 laps gone in the race. We'll see now, though. We're just past half distance there, and we've just waited. Billy G's starting to drop a little bit now as well. Doran just behind. He may just start saving ERS, or he may just go for it into turn 1. We'll see on the next lap. He's not far behind Dom for now. We'll see how close that Aston Martin does get. He's really gaining on him, and will we see Dom hang to the inside? No, he's not. He's going to go for it around the outside. Is Doran into turn 1, and he gets that move right done straight away. Little lock up again though. Those tyres are going to be getting really worn now, less grippy than they were at the very, very start of the race, of course. And Dom is going to get the DRS. He's going to get the ERS gone, and he's going to get P1 right back from Doran, and that is a textbook from Dom there. You can see the gap between the two. You can't really see Billy G, however at the very back of them, 4.1 seconds is the gap now. Coming race that will be a second. And we'll see if Dom and Doran do swap positions again into turn 1. Does Doran just sit back now? He's using a lot of his pace down this main straight, which indicates to me, and probably indicates to Dom, that he's using his ERS, and he's just using the pace that he gets there, and stays ahead. Doran's in lead. Doran takes the lead back. But we know exactly, I've said it the last 3 laps in a row, Dom takes the lead into turn 4. And these two having a good battle for this. 22 laps we've gone now, as we're starting to reach possible soft territory. James into the pits now, 21 laps on those mediums. He's lasted as long as those hards out front, but he may have dropped a little bit there. Any battles up and down the field? Alex Haig and Wakey in P5 and P6. Alex Haig on 5-lap newer tyres than Wakey. However, Billy G will drop behind Wakey, and that will provide a battle to us later in the race. He's going to drop behind Wakey. He's going to drop behind everyone really there. Not everyone though. He's going to drop behind Alex Haig. He's going to drop the P6 by the looks of it. Doran stays out another lap. Dom stays out another lap. Doran is going to take the lead again into turn 1. No, he's not. He's going to sit behind and learn his lesson again. He knows Dom's got the pace down into turn 3. Does Dom stay to the inside? Yes, he does. You can see how tight he is to that inside line. Right, to keep it up and keep the position on the Aston Martin. He doesn't get it done again. Billy G into the pits. He blinks first. Out of these, he's got to stay ahead of Wakey. He's got to stay ahead of Alex Haig, but he drops behind them. May he have blinked a bit too late? Matt G not far behind as well. He's going to look to use those mediums. 14 to go for these drivers. They have got much fresher tyres than those hards, as Alex Haig in the Alpine does get ahead of Wakey Joe. Dom and Doran coming to the pit lane now. We'll see who does come in. It's going to be Dom into the pits. Doran stays out an extra lap. And now he's going to really have to push to try and stay ahead. Dom needs a stellar out lap on those tyres. 24 lap advantage he has on him. As Dom will come out 3 seconds, so it's an 18-second-ish loss in the pit lane. Billy G getting past as well. Wakey Joe going round the outside. And Billy G swaps back by 2 of them in one corner, and he gets the move into E3. And chasing after that Mercedes. Sorry, I do have the hiccups there. As Billy G does take back P3. Doran is into the pits now. 17.5 seconds. Will he actually have a gap? Will he come out over a second behind Dom here? Depends how quick he does get out the pit lane. Of course, with this pit lane, it's out to the inside. It's a long pit lane. Billy G with the fastest lap now at 10.1. Dom takes the lead of the race right back from Doran. And Doran may actually lose a position to Billy G. Doran is just ahead of his teammate. 1.3 seconds, 1.1 seconds. And he's 2 seconds back. 1 lap later, and he's 2 seconds back from that Mercedes. And Dom is in control of this race now. However, Billy G does seemingly have a lot of pace and just needs to get within a couple tenths of Doran now, and he has this race win in his hands due to penalties, and we just hope that he doesn't get a penalty himself. As we come into turn 1, will we see an Aston Martin swap? It looks like Doran's actually fell off a little bit more, and he goes right to the outside, lets his teammate through, and there's yellow flags ahead. That may be for Smooth Operator in the pit lane by the looks of it. He is... oh no, it's it's Dylan Vince on the outside there. I thought maybe Dylan Vince had made contact. Sorry, Smooth Operator had made contact in the pit lane with the wall. However, he does stay ahead. And he's dropped off a long way there due to that spin out of turn 2. The Williams just there. A lap down now, Doran. And Billy G still hanging on. For P3 it'll be for Doran, if he can hang it. Got a 6 lap advantage over Alex Haig, however, as Dom picks up his second 3 seconds of the race, and that has more or less sealed it for Billy G. He just needs to keep it within the white lines now, and within 6 seconds, and he has this win, and the championship lead falls right to him again, heading into Japan. And this is going to be interesting to see what they can actually do. Into turn 4, no move there for Dawn. Billy G surprisingly not making as much ground as I thought he would over Dom. However, that 1 lap advantage doesn't really mean much. However, can mean a decent bit. At this rate, he will drop out that 6 seconds, and he just needs to get a bit of a kick on here. Just needs to get a bit of a shift on. He's dropped about 7/10 recently. Of course, he has to defend from his teammate by the looks of it. As they head through turn one, a little wide there for Billy G. You don't want to be doing that too often enough. You might just want to use the DRS between your shoulder. He's dropped off another 3/10 just through turn one alone. He's going to let his teammate go. He's going to re-overtake his teammate, and then he's going to just do that swap all the way into the 6 seconds and the 3 seconds, and eventually into the DRS of Dom himself, who you could just see there going up the hill and around some of these corners. You may see him on the camera now. A lock up again for Doran. He's going to be destroying those tyres. Like an absolute 50p around this track. And heading down through the dive. Magulio, one of the most terrifying corners to do in the wet, even in the dry. I find it very terrifying. Mad G has gotten past his teammates as well, and Alex Haig completely missed that as Mad G moves up into P4 and is now going to have to chase after the 2 Aston Martins for a possible podium tonight. Doran really needs to use the 2 lap advantage over the Mercedes here. You can just see him heading through turn 3 there. 4-second gap. As Wakey picks up his second 3-second of the race. 2 3-second time penalties now for him. Heading through the middle sector, Billy G just on back of his team. He needs to get a pair of them needs to get a bit of a move on, as it looks like Dom is trying to pull away, and he's actually succeeding in pulling away from the 2 of them. As we enter 7 laps to go, Billy G's going to the outside of his teammate. Doran lets him have that space. Very easy, he just breaks so early into turn 1. Just lets his teammate take P2 from him to try and drag him along. He knows his teammate is quicker in this race. He proved that earlier in the stint. Earlier in the race, on the hard stint. However, Billy G making a lot of uncharacteristic mistakes in the race. Nate Creed picking up a 3-second time penalty there, down in P13. He more or less has that in the bag, unless his teammate can pull a miraculous comeback on him in the last 6 laps. 17 seconds on that. That'll be an interesting one to actually watch come end of the race. James Z Killer chasing down Silver Fox as well for P8. We'll keep our eye on this one. The 2 AIs are battling as well for B11 and 12. That'll be an interesting to see come the end of it. If I'm not wrong in saying, however, they will be promoted up into not promoted. The 2 AIs won't be promoted, sorry. 2 AIs will be DNF'd from the race, I'm pretty sure. And they'll score no points. Wakey picking up a 3-second there. 10-second there, sorry, for entering the pit lane. There's yellow flags again. That's still in Vincent. 2 Aston Martins, 5 seconds now. Billy G is struggling to find any pace on the mediums compared to Dom. Dom with that 6 seconds though, he can just kind of chill a bit now. He's got 1 second to pull out in the next 5 laps to take home his first SFR win in Division 4 and ever. As we head to the conclusion of tonight's race, no safety car interruptions, knock on wood for that one so far. Doran and Billy G swap positions again into turn 1. Gonna have to really push it now. There's yellow flags ahead. That'll be for the Stricken V-Carb on their inside. And that'll be an interesting one to see. Who does actually come towards the end of the race and who will lead them out of these two here? And there we go, Billy G has picked up a 3-second time penalty, and that is more or less his chances of winning this race over, unless Dom picks up another 3-second penalty in this race. However, I think he may just be taking it on cruise control now, learning about the other Aston Martin's penalty. As we see a bit of a drop there for Doran. Not a bit of a drop in the gap there, as he is looking to lap a Haas. And a couple lapped cars about now for the Mercedes. Does he pick up the DRS actually? He doesn't pick up the DRS. Doran, I'm pretty sure, has picked up DRS. For turn 4 he hasn't. However, that is a little bit interesting to see the gap drop a slight bit. He can't drop too much. 1.8 seconds he needs over Doran. 3 seconds he needs over Doran to secure the race win due to the penalty, and he seemingly has it, barring any catastrophic mistakes in the final 4 laps, in this race. You can see the 2 AI cars in front that may actually help a bit of DRS on SFR Doran in the next couple laps. It looks like Dom has dropped a little bit more as well now, 0.3. He dropped that last 4.5 it was entering lap 34. Entering lap 33, sorry, is now. We'll monitor that, sorry, 4.5. He entered. Wakey Joe with the fastest lap of the race. He'll pick up the extra point for that one in P6. More or less had that secured, though he's going to have to pull up 3 seconds over Silver Fox, however. Albeit he has 17 lap extra tyres, 17 lap younger tyres, which should make it a bit easier for him to do that. Doran dropping a bit due to the lap traffic in his way. Car may not be performing as it usually would. Readouts in P9, picking up a 3-second time penalty. And I think it's about now time in the race we look at those penalties and see what is needed. Wakey with a 16-second time penalty. He has P8 in the race. I did forget about the 10-second he did have, and he is going to have to pull out over 10 seconds in the next 2 laps, so it's 5 seconds a lap faster he'll need to be. And readouts with the 3-second, he more or less has P9, however, wrapped up just ahead of him. Dom with the 6 seconds, however, he is the one to watch on this final lap. 4.2, it is now 4.3. Pretty sure, based on current delta, it will be Dom to cross the line in the lead of this race. He's going to cross the line in the lead. Does he cross the line and finish the race overall in P1? 4.3 seconds, 1.3 seconds faster Doran needs to be now. And it's going to be, as they enter the line, it's going to be 1 second when they enter the last lap now. Doran is going to have to push like crazy. Dom's going to have to push like crazy. Looks like he has a lot of energy saved up though. Yellow flags through sector 2. Too late for a safety car, and that is yet another race without a safety car. Bring on Monaco for these boys, and they will make an absolute brilliant race of that one. No safety cars all season round. And you love to see that again. More Carbon Fiber flicking up through that corner. That is a lovely visual glitch. Thank you very much, EA Sports, the greatest gaming company of all time. As we enter now into the final sector, Dom, ever since the pit stops, has not looked back, having a 2-second lead when Doran exited the pit lane. He's pulled that out to a 4.2 seconds, 2 seconds in the last 10-ish laps. However, he's not going to look back. Hasn't looked back, and he wins in Brazil. It's Dom to take home his first SFR victory in Division 4, ahead of SFR Doran, and Billy G comes home in P3 there. SFR Mad G is going to come home in P4 on his wheel. Really good race for him, consistent for the Red Bull. Alex Haig comes home in P5. You'll see a Red Bull flying up the straight now, looking for another fastest lap of the race. And he's not actually that far. He was not actually that far from completing the P6 job he could have had. Silver Fox comes home in P6. It'll be James in P7. Wakey comes home in P8. Readouts P9. Preb in P10. And the Vicar in P11. Breast Monkeys P12. Night Creed P13. Smooth Operator in P14. And Dylan Vince will be our final person to finish the Brazilian GP in Division 4. As it actually looks like he may have ran out of fuel. Coming to the line. And he gets the race done. And that is the end of Brazil in SFR. Thank you for watching. My driver today does go to Dom in the race win. He'll be congratulated and will move up the driver's standings in due course. Good race all round for a lot of these drivers. Really good improvements. Overall, Dom takes home your win and 25 points. Tonight, Doran will take home 20 points, followed by Billy G in P3, who takes the lead in the championship. Mad G takes home P4 tonight. P5 for Alex Haig, P6 for Silver Fox James in P7, Wakey in P8, Readout P9, P10 will go to Brass Monkeys when all comes to it. Night Creed P13, Smooth Operator P14. Night Creed P11, Smooth Operator P12, and two not finishers were Readout and Preb, and Dylan Vince comes home in P13. Do correct me if I'm wrong on that one, Mr. Vicker, if I'm not wrong in saying that. But however, thank you for watching. Please tune in to Division 4 next week, of course. And we have some more action tomorrow night in Division 2 with those drivers looking to conquer the same circuit tonight. MDJ looking for a win as well in that one. My old teammate, the great MDJ as well. Division 1 on Wednesday night. We see some good battles in that division as well. Thank you for watching me, and we will see what does indeed happen next week.